And then relax both to the ground when you're ready. And bringing in some physical balance to the left and right sides of our bodies. Now let's breathe in through the soles of the feet. Fill the entire body with breath. Out through the palms. And then inhale through the palms and out the soles of the feet. And then just like a wave, imagine that breath just flowing through the body, just back and forth, ascending and descending. Feel the breath in and out, up and down, back and forth. Just notice the breath. And then maybe from here, if you want to hug your knees into your chest, or you want to extend the arms overhead, or anything that feels balancing to you on this back of the body. I'm going to share with you a quote from Melanie Beatty. From that place of stillness, the right action will emerge, and you will find your next step. From that place of stillness, you can move into the present moment. There you will find your power. So we'll really notice stillness in our practice today. Knowing that that's where our power can be, is in that stillness. And just like those scales, maybe picturing the scales of justice, they're in balance, there's some stillness. So we can balance those polarities physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, finding balance, finding power. Let's bring our feet to the earth, our knees to the sky, setting up for our bridge pose. And before we begin to move, let's bring our awareness to the pelvis. It's kind of that fulcrum in the body. So bring that awareness to low back, to the pelvis. Ground the feet into the floor. Find those shoulder blades flat on the floor. And then we'll inhale, drive the glutes up so the hips reach to the sky. And then exhale, lower down the back, lower down the pelvis. And then on your own breath, when you're ready, we'll just inhale up and you exhale down. So maybe you move quickly, maybe you move slowly. But bringing the pelvis, these hips into our awareness, into our physical plane. Maybe you want to add the arms to sweep across the sky and come above the head on the inhale. And you exhale, lower the hips, lower the hands. Moving with the breath here, ladies. So we inhale and exhale. Wherever you're at, maybe move through a couple more times. And then finding rest with the hands, the hips, hug the knees into the chest. Maybe rock side to side. Again, noticing the hips on the floor, the back on the earth. And let's extend our legs to the sky. So we're kind of like an L shape. Feet to the sky, back on the floor. Now bring bring the arms out like a T. And then a slight bend in the knees. Let's, with control, with stillness, bring the legs over to the right side. So the legs just rocking over to the right. So now we're like a reclined L shape on the ground. Gentle twist for the spine, awakening the core just a little bit. And then exhale to slightly bend the knees. So the ankles might be in line with the knees, or maybe they're at an angle. And just feel a variation of a twist. And then on an exhale, bring the knees to the chest, back to the ground, and then hug the knees in. Maybe lifting the shoulder blades off the floor and lifting the nose to the knees. Maybe coming into a little ball. And then lower down the upper body, lowering down those shoulder blades. Send the feet to the sky, arms out like a T. Flex the feet towards the face and point them to the sky. A couple more times, waking at the fronts of the legs, the shins, the ankles, the feet. And then when you're ready, lower them over to the left side so that our feet are going out to the left again. Gently with control as much as possible. Extend through the fingertips to the side, the feet to the side, and the hips to the other side. So we're kind of moving and resting in different directions so we can find our balance here. Breathing in and out. Grounding the side of the body into the floor, into the earth. And exhale to offer a bend in the knees. It can be a little bit or it can be a lot. Just changing this supine shape just a little bit. Noticing nuances in the body. A little bit of stillness. And then we'll exhale, bring those hips to the floor, roll back to the ground. Hug the knees into the chest again. Lift the nose to the knees. Maybe sway side to side. And then with our shoulders still lifted, let's find some stillness. And now send that left leg out. Let the leg hover across the floor if you can. Hug the right knee into the chest. So we're kind of lifted, extend through the neck. And then we'll switch, sending the right leg out. Exhale, the left thigh draws into the chest. And then now moving on your own pace, just bringing one leg in, the other leg out. Breathing in and out as you move. And really pushing that heel through the air as you extend it out, as if you're moving through peanut butter or trying to push a big heavy cushion away from the body. So we're activating that core, activating the back of the body, bringing these in together. A couple more times, wherever you're at. And then draw both knees into the chest, lower down the shoulders, and move the head side to side. You can extend the legs to the sky, but let's just rock the head side to side. So wherever you're at, whether legs are in or legs are out, moving the head side to side. And then maybe moving chin to the chest. And then however you want to come to stand, make your way to standing, but do it with awareness. Don't just stand for the sake of standing, but stand with the idea that you're going to ground. So we're standing to ground. And our feet find the ground, the feet are going to stand and plant. And our heart lifts, our head lifts. And then we'll ground into the earth, that lower part of the body, and then we'll extend through the fingertips, that upper part of the body. And then when we get our fingertips nice and long, let's just sway side to side. And then the left side of the body and the right side of the body, the top of the body and the bottom of the body. And then let's bring those hands over the shoulders. So now we're kind of standing straight, and we'll hinge, bending the knees, hinge halfway, and then we'll rise up. And you can do it quick or slow, bending the knees a lot or little. So it might even feel like a little chair pose at the bottom, and then rise. So noticing the bottom and the top planes of the body, finding some balance. You can make this as power as you want. So maybe a nice, strong sit and hold and then rise. Or it can be nice and easy, just kind of floating through. Maybe one more time, and then we'll rise up to stand and meet in standing together. Lowering the hands so the palms face the thighs. And then plant, stand, and find some stillness. Inhale to reach the arms above the head, and then exhale, hands come to prayer. Maybe press the thumb knuckles against the sternum and feel the beating of your heart in your chest. Exhale, feel the breath leave the body. Inhale, bring the arms above the head, Pranayama, send the hips forward, slight back bend as we exhale into our Surya Namaskar, Uttanasana. And exhale, sigh. Nice job. Inhale, step the left foot back, lower that knee down. You can press that chest, hover it over the thigh, or if you want to lift and rise up out of your low lunge, then I invite you to do that. Offer it to yourself, wherever you want to be, hovering down or reaching up for the sky. We'll be here a couple breaths, breathing in and out. And then exhale, bring the hands down, curl the toes under. Let's step it back. Here's our downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down the knees, the chest and the chin to the ground. The elbows bend and point towards the sky. The chin maybe finds the ground. We'll be here for a breath. Exhale. And then we'll inhale. Lower to the tops of the legs, lifting the heart. Maybe pressing the hands into the ground or letting the hands hover. Breathe in. Now exhale, press down and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. And here we are, downward facing dog again. Let's be here for 5 breaths and find some stillness. Still, it doesn't have to mean physically still. It can mean that stillness of spirit or mind. So if you want to pedal out your legs, you can. Try to quiet the mind with our movement that's tied with breath. And then we'll inhale to step the left foot forward, lower that right knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. You can have your hands pointing towards the ground or reaching up to the sky. Sometimes when our arms are down, it helps us ground. So if you're feeling a little anxious and you reach up, it just sends our energy in another direction. So maybe notice how your energy feels if you reach up. Or if you bring your gaze and your hands down to the earth. It might feel more grounding for you, but it just depends on the person. Another deep breath in. And then we'll exhale, step the right foot forward to meet the left. Let's hang here in our Uttanasana, grabbing opposite elbows, letting ourselves be heavy in the elbows and the head. And now release the hands, bend the knees, rise all the way up to stand, palms meet. Slight back bend as we send the hips forward, the arms go back, the heart lifts, and then we'll exhale back to our Namaskarasana, hands at the heart space. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, arms reach for the sky. Pranayama, slight back bend. Exhale, fold it forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, step the right foot back. This time, lower that right knee. You can ground with your hands pointing towards the ground, or inhale with the arms up to the sky. Whatever helps you feel that balance and stillness in your being today. And now bring the hands to the ground and then step it back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's be here for 5 breaths. So breathing in and out. Grounding into the earth, but yet lifting towards the sky with the hips. Always an option to rest in child's pose and kind of come home to your heart in a child's pose. And then we'll exhale, lowering down our knees, our chest, and our chin. And when you're ready, lifting the heart through the arms for a little Bhujangasana. And then we'll exhale back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just a breath. And then we'll inhale, step our right foot forward, lowering the left knee down, Anjaneyasana, one last time. And our sun salutation. And on an exhale, when you get to your next exhale, step the left foot forward, hang like a rag doll. like an anchor dangling over the side of a ship. And then bend the knees, let's rise all the way to stand, palms meet, that energy drawing together. And then slight back bend. And then we'll exhale, Namaskaras. And pause here in our standing position. And sigh. Now grounding that left foot. That block is towards the left side of the mat, maybe the left corner or off in the front of the mat. To have that block ready, ground that left foot. You can bring your hands to your hips so they can be just dangling at the side. And we'll step that right foot back. Ground the ball of the foot, that back leg, ground the left foot. And now pivot that right heel down and then ground, almost like stomping through that right heel. So the right leg is active and the front leg is active too as we bend the knee. See if you can see that left big toe. Find a little bit of stillness. When you're ready, you can bring the arms out. And then we'll just bend and straighten that front leg. Even though we're moving, can you find some stillness in the moving? Where is the stillness in the movement? Maybe noticing that just like the breath, that between the straighten and the bend, between that inhale and exhale, there's just a little moment where we notice that pause. So noticing the pause in this movement, in the breath. And then when you're ready, either pause with a bent leg or a straight leg at the front. Close the eyes. Be in that stillness, finding your power. And then when you're ready, if it's not straightened already, straighten that front leg and send the right hand down the back leg and reach the left hand up to the sky. Or maybe it's more grounding to keep that left hand on the hip. Be here for a breath. And then exhale, bend that front knee, bring the arms out, reaching from forward and back. And then bring that left elbow on top of that left knee. Reach out to sky or keep that hand on the hip. Maybe you want to let the left hand just hover in front of the left leg. It's a little more active versus resting that elbow. So find if you want to have a little more active or passive side angle pose. And then we'll inhale back up to Virabhadrasana 2, reaching that right arm back. Now notice the front of the body. Notice the heart and the chest. And notice the back of the body, the back of the spine, the glutes. So front body, back body. Notice the hips down and the hips up, the top and the bottom. And then notice the left and the right side. Our balance is in the hips. So bring those hands to the hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Now pivot the left toes towards the left corner of the mat. Pivot the right toes towards the corner. And let's sit down in our goddess squat. Maybe hands on the hips just to bring some awareness. And then pause here for a couple breaths. The knees reaching towards the pinky edge side of the foot. Uttakata Konasana. Uttakata means power. Konasana means angle. So this is our power. Where is our power? Let's inhale to straighten and bring the arms to the sky. Good. Exhale. Reaching out. Any variation with the arms, ladies. Hips, cactus, thighs, whatever. Just breathing in and out. Your own breath. The left and the right side of the body kind of come together at those hips. So does the top and the bottom and the front and the back. That's why those hips are so grounding and we bring so much awareness to our hips when we're feeling busy. Nice job. Maybe you want to lift the heels off the ground. See how that balance shifts. Now a couple more times up and down. And then pause with the arms extended. And exhale to pivot that right foot towards the long edge and the left foot towards the front of the mat. Bring the hands to the hips. Let's bend that front knee. Find our side angle pose again. And now bring that top hand to the hip. Maybe rest the left elbow on that left knee. Bring that right foot forward. Can you heel toe it forward? So now we're beginning to straighten that left leg. That left hand can find the block. And let's bring the right foot up to the sky. And maybe finding your expression of our half moon. Our right hand can reach up or it can rest on the hip. Noticing our energy is in all directions. It's back, it's down, it's up, it's forward, it's back. So where is our balance? And you can lower that leg back into warrior two whenever you want, and come back into your half moon whenever you want. So where is your balance? Where is your stillness? Just offer yourself a few moments to be in your own space. That back leg can be up a lot or a little, and the arm can be on the hip or towards the sky. Couple more breaths wherever you're at, and we'll meet in our warrior two. There's no rush to get there. I'm there already, but if you're still in your half moon, be in that half moon. When you get to your warrior two, find some stillness in your warrior two. Let's bring our arms out like a T. And pivot that left foot towards the long edge, the right foot towards the long edge. And then let's fold it forward, bending the knees, coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Notice the front of the body and the back of the body as we fold, balancing those two parts of us. The top and the bottom, and the left and the right. Let's just allow for that movement before we arrive at our stillness. Noticing where we feel it on this side might be different. Might notice it in the back of the leg, or the glutes, at the top. And then let's go into our reverse warrior. The left arm down that left leg, right arm to the sky, or right arm to the hip. Sinking into that front leg, but also that active back leg. Breathe in. And then we'll inhale, bring that right hand either in front of that right leg, the left arm to the sky, or the right elbow can rest. And sigh. And when you're ready, go the opposite direction. And when you're ready again, go the opposite way. And sigh when you get there. And we'll inhale, bring it up. Reaching front to back. Bring the hands to the hips, heel toe that left foot in. And then begin to bend that front leg. And then as you're ready, bring your hand to the block and find your half moon. Your expression in half moon. You're noticing the lower part of the body and the upper part of the body. It's all in, we've got one leg down and one leg up. So how do we find this stillness when we're in all different directions? It's there. Just finding what is always constant. Maybe it's the breath. Finding warrior two. And then half moon again. Maybe you want to come into goddess pose. Find what's going to help you be balanced. Really nice job, guys. lower down the right shoulder and the right arm to the side. Bring that left arm up, left shoulder comes off the ground, the left hand reaches for the right foot, and then back down. And then just continue to do that motion, the right hand reaching up for that left foot, back on the ground, the shoulder blade comes off as we reach. Just crossing the planes of the body. Just a little bit more movement and balance. Do this a couple more times, or whenever you're ready, let's bring our entire body to the earth for Shavasana. Anything or any shape that you need before you rest, find that in your space. Releasing any physical effort in the body. Pausing and resting in Shavasana. From that place of stillness, the right action will emerge, and you will find your next step. From that place of stillness, you can move into the present moment. Then you will find your power. As we rest in stillness, rest in presence, allow that power to just bubble up. If your mind needs a little anchor to keep your mind just a little bit more still, just imagine that wave, that tide, just ascending across the toes, across the body on the in-breath. And then exhale, descending down back into the sea on the out-breath. Breathing in, the foam and the water trickles across the body. And the exhale, just sweeping back into the sea. Just in and out the breath. Being still is often the most advanced yoga asana that there is. And now you're welcome to remain on your back for our pranayama and meditation. If you're feeling extremely peaceful and grounded, just remain on your back. If you'd like to come to a seat, then please come to a seat, just roll to your side, but knowing that it's completely fine to just remain on your back. Now we'll do our pranayama. And because you're on your backs, we're just going to visualize the breath entering one nostril and leaving the next. So rather than doing that with our mudra and closing the nasal passage, we're just going to visualize. So let out an exhale. And then visualize the breath entering the right nostril for 1, 2, 3, 4. Visualize it exhaling out the left for 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale in the left, seeing the breath filling the left nostril. And exhale out the right. Inhale in the right. And exhale out the left. Inhale in the left. And exhale out the right. And now just find some stillness with the breath. You can place a hand on the heart and the stomach, or leave your hands to the side. And visualizing yourself lying on your mat or sitting on your mat. Just say to yourself or out loud, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be at ease. May I have peace. May I be loved. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be at ease. May I have peace. May I be loved. And now bring into your heart space, visualizing the face of someone that you love dearly, of a pet. And we'll send loving kindness to that being. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. Now bring into your mind someone to whom you have neutral feelings or a neutral interaction. Oftentimes people say person at the checkout or just someone that you've seen in passing. We'll extend loving kindness to that being. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. Now visualizing someone with whom you maybe have a disagreement, or someone that maybe you don't even know, but yet you maybe have some feelings of dislike towards. We'll send loving kindness to that soul. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. May you be loved. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be at ease. May you have peace. And may you be loved. Om Shanti. 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 Om. Namaste.